Hi guys!
What's up?
Welcome to our video. So today we are going to be telling you about how to get to Boracay.
So Boracay is a small 4-mile long island located in central Philippines. It's known for its beautiful resorts, pristine white sand beaches, crystal clear waters, swaying palm trees, magical sunsets, nightlife, and restaurants serving a variety of international cuisines. However, it's not exactly easy to get there. It's a little bit of an adventure. But the good thing is it doesn't have to be stressful. If you plan it properly, you'll see that there's ways to make the experience stress-free.
So I've been planning this trip for my whole family. My mom and dad are traveling with us, as well as my 3 brothers. So there's 7 of us. And we've been traveling all around the Philippines. First, we landed in Manila, and then from there we went to Palawan, El Nido, and Puerto, Princessa. And then after that, we went to Siargao. I love Siargao. I also love El Nido. Oh my god. Anyways,
I love everywhere we went.
I know. And then after Siargao, we went to Cebu. Cebu was amazing too. And then after Cebu, we came to Boracay. But upon doing a lot of research on this trip and planning this trip for my family, it was hard to find like a good video of like step by step what is going to happen when you land and how do you get to the next island, especially like organizing like a big group like us as well. There's not much. But in this video, since we just been through it and it's still fresh in our minds, fresh in our memories, I'm gonna show you guys the step-by-step process on how to get to Boracay, especially with a big family like ours. Okay, so first of all, I booked a hotel in Boracay first. We are staying at True Home. Guys, this, for a big family, is the place to be. There's only 3 rooms at this hotel, so we're taking up this whole hotel, okay? And there's like a rooftop balcony with a pool, like just for your family if you rent out this whole place, if you rent out that room. There's gonna be a whole other video on that. But anyways, when I booked with them, I was like, okay, so I emailed them and I was like, how does the transfer work? How do I get like from the airport to your hotel? And they're like, oh, we actually can book that for you through a third party. So the third party is, what is it?
My Boracay guide.
My Boracay guide, okay? They were amazing today.
There are also stays in bigger resorts in Boracay that have their own boats and shuttles for their customers, so it's just something that you want to double check. But if they don't, the tour guide company that we booked with works with any hotel or stay.
So after getting off the plane, you hop onto a little like bus shuttle thing that takes you to your baggage claim. The baggage claim is just a small little room.
Very tiny.
Not like an international airport or anything. They literally have a gate that opens up and they put your luggage onto like a table almost or a shelf, and you claim it. And then once you get all your luggage, you walk outside of that area and you'll see some of the resorts have people waiting with their signs, but for the My Boracay guide, you just walk across the parking lot.
Yeah, through all the shuttles that are parked.
And it's already numbered. And for My Boracay guide, their number was 16.
Yeah, I don't know if that was like just for that day. I don't think so.
I think they're permanently set there.
Yeah, I think it seemed like they were pretty settled in that little booth. But she had a sign with my name, super easy. Like, guys, I was nervous for this transportation thing with our family and stuff, but they made it so easy. So we got there, my name was there. They gave us water. They gave us cold water as soon as they saw us, which was like so refreshing and so nice, like a very nice gesture.
And they put these little tags. You don't have it anymore.
I have a clip of it.
They put these little tags on your shirt to help all the guides identify, like, oh, they're a part of the group.
Yes.
Make sure you keep them like all together.
So for each section of the trek, there are guides to just like,
they like
guide
pass
your
you
way.
along.
Yeah.
I think we've seen at least 7 guides.
And they were just like, we arrived somewhere and they were just like
And
right there. They're like, hey guys.
And they're all in uniform, so they're easy to identify when you get to the next like part of the transfer.
Yeah, they're all wearing the same thing and they know who you are. Like
because of the sticker.
Yeah, they're like expecting you as well. So I'm sure they like all communicate with each other like, hey, they're gonna be there in 10 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, just look for that cute guy and girl.
It just seemed so organized. The two really nice girls showed us to where the shuttle was, which was like parked where all the other shuttles were. And then we loaded up our luggage and then they drove us to the port.
Like I think they call it like the jetty port.
Yes, the jetty port. We got there, immediately saw the next guide to show us our way, and she gave us cold towels. So that area is a little bit chaotic if you do not have a guide. I will tell you that much. Especially with a big family and if it's your first time going there. There were porters there to transport our bags.
With our parents being a little bit older and them having a lot of luggage,
yeah,
and me not being able to lift luggages, it was great help having these dudes just carry it for you.
Yeah, but beware, like they do charge you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure as soon as they like touch your bag and they're like, hey, do you want me to carry this for you? They're gonna charge you after.
Yeah.
So beware. They charge you per luggage. So
they said 30 pesos for small luggage,
yeah,
and 50 for a larger one.
Yeah.
I don't know if they just make up those numbers on any given day, but that's what we paid. But it's worth it. It's worth every
and you're
penny.
helping them out too.
They're helping you, you're helping them.
Yeah,
that's a win-win
giving
for
them
both
some money
parties.
for work.
Because when you walk in, it'll say like registration and environmental fee.
So there's different fees that you have to pay before you even get on that boat to Boracay.
I think there's 2 lineups that you have to line up in order like to pay.
And it is different pricing for foreigners coming here as opposed to locals coming here. If you don't have a Philippine passport, it will be a different price. But all of that was part of the cost that we had to pay when we booked my Boracay guide. They were just like, oh yeah, just sit here and we'll take care of everything. So we don't really know the details on those steps.
They just
But we know, like we saw the lineups and everything, and we didn't have to do any of that. They literally just went over there, paid for the fee, paid for that fee. They organized the boat. They're like, we're just gonna figure out like what boat you're gonna be on. And then they gave us our seat numbers. And then we got on the boat and we sat down. Like we didn't even have to touch our luggage because the porters were carrying all the luggage for us. And then the boat ride,
a little bumpy. Because there's lots of jet boats like going around, so it causes or it makes lots of waves.
Yeah.
And our boat was just riding those waves.
Yeah, it was like really swaying, but it wasn't a long ride. What
Like
was
10
it,
minutes or so.
Yeah, it was like 10 minutes. Kind of sussy in some moments, but we all got there safe. So when we got to the island, there was another set of porters to carry our luggage. We didn't have to touch luggage there either.
So we sat there, they hopped onto the boat and took everything off for us.
But when we got off the boat, there was another guide there from
my Boracay
guide. I keep saying that and
or
I keep
MBG.
forgetting it every time. MBG. So right away they knew like what boat we were gonna get off because they were standing right there, ready to greet us. And they're like, "Hey, like we're here for you guys." And then they're like, "Let's go to the shuttle." They showed us the way. The porter guys like brought all the luggage to our shuttle, so we didn't have to touch that. And then we paid them. I think it was for all of our luggage because we have a lot.
We gave them like 600 pesos.
Yeah, 600 pesos.
That's like 15 bucks or so. Like 5 big ones, 5 small. Something like that.
My parents literally brought like
7
extra luggage.
They have 7.
That are like light as hell. Like there's like not much in them.
Yeah.
But for some reason they have so much luggage. Anyways, from there, we took the shuttle to our hotel. Lovely, easy breezy. It wasn't long at all. I think it was like 10-15 minutes. Yeah. But obviously they can take you to whatever hotel that you booked. And then that was it. Like it seemed chaotic because we were kind of not knowing the details of what was going on and kind of going through the motions. And there's a lot of people everywhere, but that was it. If you guys don't do a private guide situation like we did, I know for a big group, it might be hard if it's your first time, but if it's just like you or like you and someone else, a small party, then it's very doable. You don't even have to like book a private transfer or anything. There's like tricycles that are available as well.
To get from the airport to the jetty port.
Yeah, where the boats are.
Yeah, and then tricycles to get from, like, once you get off the boat to your hotel.
Yes, exactly. So we saw all the tricycles there.
Which
There's
is cheaper,
tons of them.
right?
Yes, it's a lot cheaper. I'm guessing like 50 pesos.
Per person or something. For our group, we just wanted to stay organized.
I wanted to book it ahead of time so I didn't have to worry about it. We have so much luggage. I just wanted to be all in one place, not like all in separate tricycles and stuff. But yeah, I really recommend that company though. My Boracay guide, they were like so organized, so on top of it. They knew exactly what was going on. They knew the vibes. They're like helping my parents, my mom especially, like get on and off the shuttles, the boats, like helping her walk around and everything. They were so nice. Yeah,
I honestly thought it was going to be one person staying with us the whole time.
I thought that too. I wasn't sure.
This was way more efficient.
They were there every step of the way. Like, we didn't even have to think. Like, they were
kept
just
on
like,
passing
just
us
stay
on.
here and then we'll take care of that. But what about our luggage? Like, oh, don't worry about it. Like, they'll bring it. And I'm like, okay. So we just like followed the guide, like mindless. Like, I didn't have to think.
That was it.
And that was it.
Simple.
Yeah. So if you guys are going to Boracay, it doesn't have to be a nerve-wracking, weird experience. Like some people's experiences are like that. I know. I've seen some videos and reviews and stuff like that. That's why I was nervous. But if you have a guide with you, it's perfect. I know it's a little bit extra when it comes to like money, but so stress-free, so easy, especially if you're with big.
You don't want to be
like
stressed
us.
when you're on vacation.
Yeah. And this hotel, oh my gosh, it's amazing.
The views.
It's like incredible. Like here's a little glimpse of what is over there right now.
Imagine
what in the world?
Imagine checking in and seeing that.
Yeah. Wow.
It looks like a screensaver.
And our room is just so cute. Like, it's very aesthetically pleasing here.
I thought this place was going to be overrated, but no, it's properly rated.
Yeah, guys, the beach is incredible. Like, pristine. The whitest sand, the bluest water.
Palm trees.
Most beautiful palm trees. Like the sun is just like hitting everything so well. I don't know. But anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope we helped you out a little bit.
And if there's something we left out and you have a question, just comment down below and we'll try to answer it.
And check out our other vlogs. They're actually a lot of fun. I love editing them and everything. We've been to Vietnam last year. We're doing Philippines right now. And it's been so much fun.
Wait to next. We gotta start planning the next one already.
It's been amazing. So I hope you guys have been enjoying those. If you guys want to see a tour of our rooms, it will be in a vlog and I will post it down there or somewhere. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Peace.